Today, we're in a creek. Ohio River's right out here. The wind's blowing really bad. It's gonna get worse throughout the day. So I'm gonna stay up in this creek. We might end up out there on the Ohio River, I don't know. But we're gonna stay up in this creek and see what happens. Water temps are 60.8 up here in the creek. This creek's not real deep, it's not real wide. We are in Indiana on this creek, which is a 3 rod per angler limit, and I'm here by myself, which means we can only use 3 rods. But that's okay, this creek's not real wide. I mean, there's not enough room to be dragging 6 planer boards back there. There will be people coming in and out of this creek at some point, I'm sure. This creek goes a pretty long way. We can go a few miles if we wanted to, probably at least 3 if we want to go back that far. Don't know if we will. We're gonna drag baits and see what happens. Bait is a smorgasbord. I have this cooler back here, this white cooler, and it is completely full of frozen bait. I cleaned my cooler out and thought, well, let's go fishing. Try to get rid of some of this bait. Whatever we don't use, it's trash. It's been in the freezer too long. A lot of it's been frozen and thawed numerous times, so it's time to work through it. Cleaning out the freezer day. This rod's gonna go straight out the back. It's the Chasing Cats rod, medium action. We've got a dragon weight on. It's about a 2.5, 3 foot leader. Float, rattle, hook. All of our hooks are 10-aught hooks. Andy Monster, actually this is FOA Customs and Gear 40 pound. This line is amazing. You should really go check it out, foacustomsandgear.com, and we do have a code, hammocks10. I really am liking this line. All of our other line is Andy Monster 40 pound. All of our leaders are Andy Monster 80 pound leader line. Catfish Sumo rods back here, they're gonna put planer boards on them. They're a little stiffer rod. They can take the resistance of the planer boards. We're not gonna be dragging real fast, 0.5 or slower, but let's get at it. Starting out, everything's frozen, which is not ideal, but we got what we got. We'll do what we can, see what happens. It won't take long for that to fall out in 60-degree water. We're gonna run this one straight out the back. Right now we're only in 16 feet of water. I have a feeling we are gonna snag a lot in this creek. And we're gonna continue letting line out on that rod while we get these other rods ready. Name of the game when you're dragging baits, don't tangle your rods up. Right now, I'm putting out skipjack on all 3 of these rods, letting some other stuff fall out. We have skipjack, we have bluegill, we have carp, we have white bass. We have a little bit of everything. That bait is frozen. These rods that I'm going to put planer boards on, I like to cast them out just a little bit. We don't have a whole lot of room in this creek, so we can't cast them far, but it gets them over there away from our line going straight back. Let it sink down. Pull out some extra line. We're in 15 feet. I think at some point in this creek we might see 25 or 30 feet of water. So I do want to make sure we have that much line under our planer boards. Other than that, we don't need a whole lot of line out there. I like to put that clicker on so I don't backlash my reel. And get this planer board hooked up. Just like that. Click that reel, that's plenty of line out the back. Get this planer board going. Let a little line out. We're gonna call that good for now until we get this other rod out. I am running pretty big baits right now. There can be some big catfish up in this creek. That's kind of what we're hoping for. We're hoping that there's big fish in this creek, and then they want some old nasty skipjack. This rod's gonna go to the other side of the boat, give it a little toss. Make sure I don't drive the boat into the bank. I may end up moving this rod over to the other side of the boat. If I do, I'll adjust the camera. But right now, I'm gonna keep them all over here, see how it works. We're not gonna have a real wide spread. Like I said, this creek's pretty narrow. We gotta make sure there's room for other boats to get in and out. All right, fish number one. On the old nasty skipjack. Got to keep an eye on where we're going. Don't want to hit stumps and stuff that are sticking up out of the water like we're about ready to. This fish came out of 9 feet of water. And it took about 30 minutes to find it. He ain't no monster. I don't even know how he got that bait in his mouth, to be honest with you. But he did, and he almost got the whole hook down his gullet. Doesn't seem to be hooked real well, but I think if we do this quick, yeah, we can get him in the boat. All right, skunk's out. That's always a good thing. That means there are some fish up in this creek. Get that hook out of there so you guys can have a look-see at him. Get that rod over here out of our way. Get some grips. He took our bait too, or knocked it off. Little old 6-pounder, something like that. But it's a fish. Let's get another one. Catfish. Didn't feel like it's a bad one either. I think it's a flathead actually.
Oh, flathead.
The way he's running up, well, I don't know, some head shakes. So it might be a blue, but.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, pretty heavy.
Oh, he's a good one. He's a good one.
Right.
He is wrapped up. Come on, unwrap yourself.
Maybe we can pull up and get the net on.
I need to slow this boat down. We got a gooder one. There, he's unwrapped now, and now he can fight.
All right.
He's in the net. Oh yeah. That's a good fish for a little creek. Not bad at all. Make sure we're not going to crash this boat. Oh buddy, you got extra hook in you. This fish has got another hook in him. We're going to help him out and get that hook out of there as soon as we get ours out. There, somebody else had a hook in him. Broke their line. Couldn't handle the big boy. All right, let's get this net out of the way. What I tell you, for a little bitty creek, that's a good fish right there. That's a real good fish for a little bitty creek. Let's get him back. Well, we're almost back to the boat ramp. I want to thank you guys for watching, hanging out with me, keeping me company. Got those 2 fish. One was a really good one. For a creek like this, I'll take a fish like that any day. Wish we could have got that 3rd one in, but I mean, it is what it is. But this is going to be it. We're going to end it now, unless there's another fish. See you on the next one.